You
I
better,
scaled.
better be
Get it.
scared. You better be scared, Eric.
Mm-mm.
They're listening.
They are.
They're in the fucking walls,
Oh, I'm gonna burn them motherfuckers out.
man. Okay, don't do that. But yes, we are
I got an
live.
alligator tank. Oh, hey, whoa, hey.
Hey,
Wasn't talking about arson.
I got an alligator tank.
Oh no, what do you mean?
I once saw
It's
an
like,
alligator tank when I went into a. You know how there used to be weed houses back in the day. That's how we got our weed. You guys remember that? Was that just me? That
I think it
was.
was just
No,
I didn't do that,
That
dude.
wasn't just me.
I I was the weed house back in the day.
Okay, so okay. Well, this will be perfect story. This is a great way to start us off. Weed houses back in the day, to the Gen Zers or betas or whatever, were places that you go and they're you know, kind of like a dispensary, but you come up on a back window and you knock on it, and then a hand like
Mhm.
goes out like money. And you just like put some money in their hand and like weed just comes out the other side in little dime bags with Batman symbols on it. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, it's like a
Sometimes
vending machine.
We did
sometimes
shit.
Spider-Man, whatever.
We did shit differently in Brooklyn.
Well, I'll tell you, when I went in there one time, they wanted me to come upstairs, and I said, I'd rather not. It was a different house where you come in the back door, cameras are everywhere, and normally somebody comes down the steps, and from there you deal with them or whatever. But this time the guy's like, I need you upstairs, and I said, I'm not. You know what? I'm actually good, man. I'm gonna take off. I don't know why I even came in here. He's like, you're going upstairs. Okay, I'm going upstairs. That's cool. And we get up there, and there's guys cleaning guns. I shit you
Okay.
not, dude. That's what they're doing. I come in the room, they're all cleaning guns. And I look to the left, and there's a aquarium, a large aquarium. The whole wall is the aquarium of alligators that they just have chilling.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fantastic. I think they just saw me and like wanted to scare the dog shit out of cop face guy, or maybe they thought I was cop face, or like I was a cop. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
How
sat
old
down
Where
were
on
the
the
fuck
you?
did
couch.
you go?
This is in the wonderful city of Youngstown, Ohio. That's where I usually went for weed. And there was this house it was just great. I mean, you go anytime, 24 hours. One time I went in there in the back door, and they come in and the guy's holding a broom. I thought, well, that's different. That's a weird thing. You couldn't tell me that anybody'd be holding a broom like it's a fucking sword when I walked through the door here. But yeah, he's holding the broom and he's got it choked up to the bottom and he's like pointing it at me. And he's like, and I'm thinking,
He was
okay.
gonna put it in your ass.
I
Maybe he was
mean,
a new
being
recruit.
impaled by a broom is not anybody's idea of a good time, I don't think. And I thought, fuck, I just was wanting like a 20. You know what I mean? Not a big deal. We don't really need the broom. Like, what do you got that for? He's like, all right. And he just gave me a couple dimes and just pointed the broom at me the whole time. I got him, paid him, left.
He was a new recruit, man.
That was it.
They
No,
didn't
dude.
trust him.
He's probably a tattered veteran. He's fucking with people psychologically, dude. He'll take out a broom. You don't need a gun. He's like, watch this, dude. Take a dustpan down there and rob the shit out of this white boy.
He was watching In Too Deep. That's what he was doing.
I
He thought he
get
was
that was a
God.
different occurrence. I went there all the time. Another time I went there, I pulled in the driveway and there was a car on the front yard. You ever see a car parked on the front yard? You're like, that's different. That's not normal. That's not usual, but it is fucking Youngstown, so you see it sometimes. Whatever. I start pulling in. They get out of the car, and this undercover cop with a vest on and everything comes over to me. Immediately, I see he's a cop, and he's trying to stop me from going into the back. So I'm like, I'll put it in reverse, and he comes over to the window. Hey, hey, hey! And I'm like, oh Jesus, what the fuck? What am I gonna do here? I'm a little bit of a pickle.
Yeah,
Just
a little
pulled in the
bit.
driveway of the drug house, the known drug house, to get my little weedsies. And yeah, now I'm fucked. But immediately I'm just turning around, man. I don't know what do you mean? You said it's a drug house. You don't say. What are the odds that I would pull in this driveway right now and it's a drug house? Thank you, officer, for solving this crime. I've heard about how bad those marijuanas are. I'm getting out of here. And he said, yeah, fucking right. He said, it's a drug house. Don't ever come back here. It's getting shut down. And within a couple of months, the house was gone. I mean,
Oh, they demolished it?
oh yeah, it was gone. It was a parking lot.
Damn.
And it had a nice parking lot, great dispensary, lovely fellows there. Shout out Butters.
Butters.
Colin said, "I want to talk to Samson."
Pretty much. But the time I went up there and they had the guns, I thought I'm fucked. Like I am fucked. I don't know who I know or whatever, or I'm just in the wrong place, wrong time, whatever. But they sat me down on the couch amongst all these people cleaning different guns and pistols and shotguns or whatever, a bunch of ammo on the table, every drug known to man. I'm like, yeah, yep. This is not good with the alligators. And they just sold me the bag and acted like nothing was going on at all. Like it didn't matter at all. They just gave me the bag, money, cool, see you later.
Just another day.
It was just, you're just fucking with us? That's what you're doing right now. You're just fucking with me. Okay. Well, that's fine. Thank you for the trip.
He wanted you to see the tank.
I guess. And every weapon they owned, they're like, we need to just let you know, don't ever come out here with a weapon. Like, of course not, sir. I'm from the nice white suburbs down the street. I'm just here for my bag.
The motherfuckers staged that shit.
Probably.
They knew your ass was downstairs on the camera. And they said, "All right, guys, places, grab the guns."
Yeah.
You get the broom this time, Louis.
Oh dear. It turns out those alligators are rubber fake, like not even real. But
right. It's not even a real tank.
Caught, as you do, I guess, being a drug house. But honestly, I prefer that experience compared to dispensary experiences at this point. You go in these fucking places, you'll be sitting for 45 minutes to an hour just sitting in a waiting room like you need a fucking blood work done or some shit. And you're like, dude, I'm just trying to buy it back. Who the fuck has 45 minutes?
Who the fuck waits?
No, dude. In Detroit, when that started and that first opened up, dude, it was crazy. The demand and then the lack of access to becoming a dispensary. You know, the state regulated how, who, and all that could become a dispensary. And there's one group of people that run the entire city that pretty much decide everything about it, especially who gets to be a dispensary. So there wasn't many, but you know how many people smoke weed in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a line. There's a large waiting room, and you were like sitting there thinking, I don't know, like you're at a physician's office or something. You're waiting as long as you would for a fucking doctor to buy a bag. Yeah, that's annoying. I'd rather just go to see Butters and Chauncey. God bless you. Rest in peace.
The motherfuckers had a full concierge service in dispensaries. Sir, here's your selection. Would you be liking the Girl Scout cookies today?
They have a fucking broom in their hand every time. That's a random item. But if you ever want to scare the dog shit out of somebody, consider it. Because it makes people's mind go into weird shit, probably. Like, what is he doing with the broom? It doesn't even make sense.
You know what he's going to do with that broom.
Oh, dear.
He has a carpet. Mm-hmm. He's not sweeping the carpet.
He has no hardwood or linoleum. Why does he have a broom? Or you take a Hoover vacuum down there and just point the suction thing at him? Like, all right, dude, what do you want, bro? What do you want, dude? What is this, Ghostbusters? What the fuck?
Fuck is going on here?
Yeah, it fucks with you enough that you're like, all right, dude, I don't want any problems. All right, Mr. Hoover. I don't want any dust issues. I have asthma. So
I got asthma.
I would just like a 20 bag, please. Kind sir. And do not impale me with that broom. Yeah, drug houses were great. They were fantastic. I like the ones that you don't have to interact as much. You knock on the window and you just do the whole hand thing. Hand comes out, money, bag. You always have to give them the money and trust that they're not going to just keep it, which they never did. They're good business people out there. The fine business owners.
I gotta be honest. I miss the good old days of drug sales. I do.
Yeah.
Because in New York, we were some crafty ass motherfuckers. I would literally sit at a damn checkerboard table with a whole bunch of gangsta ass looking motherfuckers playing checkers or chess. And then people would come up. There was a brick and a false brick in the wall. You put the money in and you receive a Coke can. And the Coke can had a false bottom. And unscrew that shit.
Oh, I thought you said the
We
cocaine.
was crafty as fuck, bro.
I thought you were saying cocaine like Denzel in American Gangster or something. That cocaine.
Nah, you can get whatever you want. Like the Coca-Cola can that you would have.
Oh, it's a Coca-Cola.
You unscrew the bottom. I mean, Yeah,
Yeah.
and you unscrew the bottom, and it has whatever you want in there.
Well, you said
Weed,
you said
coke,
you said
heroin.
Coke can, and I was like, oh shit, dude, this man is Scarface underneath, dude. I didn't know you had it in you. You get a Coke can, you get a little Coke can. Take the false brick out of the wall. It's like Little Italy. Get a little Coke can.
Never know. I'll just say hello to my little friend.
That's wild.
You were also wearing a wife beater the entire time.
Nah,
I
like
like the
you,
false
you in
brick.
there.
Like that's not obvious when someone takes a brick out of the wall and then puts money in it.
Nah, you push that shit, and that shit would open up like a deposit box,
What?
like a mail slot.
Get
Wow.
out of
Yeah,
here, dude.
I told you
You
we some
guys are on
crafty ass
some
motherfuckers, bro.
fucking Mythbusters engineering level over here. You're like, is that a brick? No, dude, it's not. Check it out. You hit this in and then you get a Coke can. Yeah. I mean, not a Coke can. You get a Coke can. We need to write some type of tongue twister around that. I got a Coke can with some cocaine.
Bro, I had that shit so legit back in the day, boy. I'll never forget how I started out as a corner boy. Like that was the craziest shit in the world, man.
Define
Right on
corner
fucking
boy.
Chauncey Street.
Corner boy. What's that?
Literally a corner boy, a person that's on the fucking block, on the corner, posted up on the wall.
Okay.
Fiends come up to you.
Right. It sounded like a Thai corner boy. Thai corner boy.
Whoa.
Nah, nah.
I started as a corner
With
boy.
no
Was
Thai
rough, bro.
lady boys doing shit like that.
Shit was rough as a corner boy. I don't know. The old go to the corner. I don't know. That's an old term to speak towards the wonderful sex workers in America. But
Are they wonderful though?
they're doing God's work, sir. Doing God's work.
Even the fucking meth heads?
No, that's a dirty. I need meth blowjob. Like nobody needs that. That's not healing anybody.
Nah, I ain't
Valid.
never fucking no damn meth. That's
No.
that
Dabbled.
crazy shit right there.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to y'all white boys.
I guess.
Oh, I'm ADHD, so it doesn't do anything. It brings me down. I just get focused.
Get you in the zone.
AutoZone.
How do you think he's in the zone on the cast every time, dude? Just straight meth.
Whoa,
Just all
buddy.
day.
Absolutely not. I am rolling up a
He
jizz right
doesn't
now.
even he doesn't even smoke it, dude. He just straight eats it like fucking Pop Rocks.
I got some bubble hash.
Takes a little Coke can. Drinks a little Coke.
Oh man, if I was on cocaine, I would just talk a lot. I'd be way more talkative.
Yeah, but you'd also maybe not talk at all because it's cut with fentanyl.
Oh my god, I'd never talk again.
Right into the ground. Yeah. So you probably
Yeah,
shouldn't do
I'd
that.
just die.
That's a bad
Yeah.
idea.
I don't do cocaine.
Yeah, y'all can handle all that shit, man. I do
Yep.
not
I just
fuck with
smoke
no damn
weed.
meth.
That's
This
it.
message is brought to you by the Committee for Lowering Drug Overdoses. And we heard
Getting
recently
everyone.
that
to smoke weed.
JFK decided today that what he's going to do is he's going to take everybody who's a drug addict, guys. He's taking everyone who's a drug addict. He's putting them on farms. They're called healing farms.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. All the drug addicts, they get to go to the farms. They're concentration camp. But that's what they are. They're a farm where he said you're gonna reconnect as an addict to the great American soil. And we're not gonna give you
Cool.
those drugs anymore, like that Suboxone or any of that. We're gonna give you God's word. We're gonna give you the spiritual healing that you need. And
All
we're
right,
gonna take you through the
that out
12
of it.
steps. No, that's what he
And
said,
it's
bro. That's what he said.
okay. Well, all that can go get fucked.
No more Suboxone, dude. You'll be fine. Just go through the 12 steps, reconnect with Jesus.
Gross.
I mean, not to
With
knock
white linen cloths.
He's a good guy, but I don't think he can really heal the ailments that we have today on the level that researchers have shown that they are improving and drug overdoses are dropping 20% year over year from last year. Things are going in the right direction. They're like, you know what? Fuck this, dude. It's like going better. Fuck this. Let's just lock up let's basically threaten them with being locked up on a farm somewhere, a government farm. Does that sound familiar? Like a re-education camp?
Sounds like
Is
Hitlerish to me.
that a little Hitlerish? Well, don't drop the H word, Jesus.
Or gay camp.
Oh God,
Or reformation.
that's just atrocious.
Well, a lot of the people that are addicts have mental health problems and other medications that they'll need. And on those farms, he's saying there will be no health care at all. There will be no medication given. You will be treated.
Whoa,
You will be treated with the 12 steps of AA.
for drugs.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. There's Narcotics Anonymous that does the same 12 steps, and that's how he overcame being a drug addict, JFK, the guy that they appointed as the head of the health department that runs $1.7 trillion budget, basically, and how he sees fit. He has sweeping power that gives him the ability to make these types of things like concentration camps for drug addicts. He's just going to lock them up in
Cool.
these
Well, that
camps.
makes sense.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm not
Growing,
surprised.
growing corn and watermelon always heals the soul.
I can see that.
Something in the rinds and the airs.
There's something nice about that. Maybe they'll send him down to Georgia and pick some cotton. That's a
Oh
hard
shit.
one. That's a hard job. They're gonna put him on the hardwood.
Excuse me.
What does that sound like?
Sounds like
Yeah,
Alabama to me.
it sounds like 1820. Not great, guys.
Well,
Not a
it
great
did say
time.
the South shall rise again.
Well, he also stopped all federal funding to all nonprofits and all loans and grants that have been given by the government, which include an AIDS program that good old George W. Mr. 9/11, we love you. He started at least one good thing that was a program where the U.S. sent money to Africa for people to be treated that have AIDS.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? That we've been paying for that for so long?
I mean, there's so much rape that happens there that it's not really going to make much of a difference.
Well, the difference would be since the program started under good old Debbie, we did it. Accomplishment or mission accomplished, right? That guy, that moron. He did this at least. One good thing. Somebody somewhere in his cabinet or wherever told him to do this, and it saved so far 25 million lives
That's pretty neat.
estimated. And Trump today stopped that. Stop that. He said no more of that. No more of that for anybody. No, I mean, there's a lot of programs he stopped on the federal. He was stopping federal spending on anything because he wants to evaluate what we're spending money on. No more money out, basically.
Yeah.
And he's done that to businesses in the past too, where he just stops paying all bills. We're not paying anybody. Fuck you guys. I know we told you we'd pay you, but I'm like a female. I operate totally on emotion. So no more money going out. It's just how I feel about it. Okay. And I'm a smart businessman. And anyway, fuck all the people that'll die because they don't get food or whatever. We're stopping. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's plenty of people that are going to be in a bad spot. There was all these
But they
lawsuits
ain't here.
brought against it, and today they tried to
Yeah.
block it. But it's going to happen at some point. He's stopping this shit, man, and he stopped. I just wondered what anyone would think about the fact that we send money to Africa for AIDS, but we are $36 trillion in debt.
Right.
Kind of puts you between a rock and a hard place, huh?
No, I
little
think
Are we
bit of a
people,
conundrum.
$36 trillion in debt because we're sending money out to other countries, or because of the useless spending and damn greed that we have in our own country?
all of the above.
Right. That's
Because you're
where
talking about
yeah,
quality of life.
exactly. For other
You're talking about
people.
quality of life. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I
Like
know
it
you
treats
had
people
said
with
something
AIDS,
about
like Magic Johnson, dude. It gives them like direct injects of money, just injections, just money in their arm, and then they don't die. U.S.
right,
dollars.
but how do these people contract AIDS?
Probably
Not all of them
because they
from
don't
fucking.
really. Okay, where are they usually getting it? The mosquitoes,
What about the children that's being born
the children.
and have AIDS?
They're not getting it either anymore, and they'll likely
Right.
die without the immune medicines they need. It's
Yep.
crazy.
It's unfortunate, but hey, people are of the mindset like, hey, let's fix all the shit here. Cities of homeless people. all this and that.
But are they doing that?
No, they're not doing that.
Yeah, I ain't doing anything.
They're just trying to execute on what he said he's going to do, whether it was idiotic or not. He's got to do what he said he's going to do, and then it helps. You know, even if they were like, you know what I'm running on? I'm running on a platform of fucking my daughter, and I know that's weird, but you know, it wouldn't matter because later they figure it out that I shouldn't do that, but I got to do. They're that committed to doing what they said they're going to do, no matter what. Even if it doesn't make any fucking sense at all, like tariffs on Canada. Now we're both fucked. Like, you know, in terms of oil prices and gas prices and all types of prices on things that we consume all the time. Like all of our vegetables, all of our fruit come from Canada, most of them. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Like, we don't even like you. You're kind of lame. You're little pussies. Like, give me your fucking lunch money, you little bitch. That's pretty much what he's doing in
Nah.
Canada right now. And
The
Canada's
fucked
like,
up thing is having these tariffs in place and the people that voted for this bullshit. Oh, we're gonna put taxations on other countries, and it's gonna be great because we're gonna be able to do everything in America. Everything gonna stay in America. We're gonna keep it in America because this is where we need to have our country supporting itself. Regardless of the fact that we don't have the natural resources, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have little girls and we can grab women by the pussy. It's okay. It's okay.
God,
yeah.
that's phenomenal.
And they won't kill your baby. It's fine. Do what you want to these women. And this message brought to you by Donald Trump. I'm Donald Trump, and I certify this message. I approve the message of, you know, I would think almost that my mind goes right to why is he not legalizing prostitution?
You got to work up to that, man. It's
I mean,
one thing at a time.
you would think after Stormy that'd be day one because he ain't getting nothing with Melania. He needs to have prostitution legalized. His son needs prostitution legalized. His friends need. I mean, why isn't this happening? I just,
because taboo is much more fun. Like, would you want to do half the shit that you do if it wasn't a risk involved?
He's kinky. That's it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right.
Like, imagine going to a strip club and not having to throw ones at the dancers. That wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
I want to take you to the champagne room.
I mean, that's kind
and
of.
I ain't got to pay for it.
That's like your.
I might as well just stay at home.
So when your wife has that midlife crisis and buys that pole, like, do act enthused.
Whoa!
Don't actually show your true colors here. Get excited. Bring ones. Bring Monopoly money. Whatever. Play the game.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You gotta have something. You gotta have some fire in your belly that can make you pull yourself to that character because we know you don't give a shit. Okay, but you're there, you know, and she's real enthused. So
you gotta make it fun.
You know, you do, and there's sometimes you just gotta turn it on in this life. If you don't,
yeah.
Well, there will be consequences, especially when it comes to women. On a side note, and I'm not trying to run us down a rabbit hole of the same subject, but I had this conversation with a couple of women, and usually, and this is kind of ironic, and you'll probably laugh at me, but the women I asked about this, right, just to, like, you know, talk about it, like, for a second, women I trust, like, how often do you test a man? How do you test them? And you know what they all say? And you're not going to be surprised at all. Guess what they say?
What did they say?
Test? What do you mean? What do you mean test? I mean, I don't even know. You're talking nonsense right
now.
We can't laugh at that because they're not being honest with themselves, right?
I think it's hilarious because right after that, the next thing I heard was, yeah, and I asked my first husband to marry me. I said, come on now. Do you realize that's a test? By asking him, I mean, just on a basic level, like, you ask him to marry you. First of all, on a fundamental level, that's obviously non-conservative. That's not exactly the orthodox approach to things. That a woman over fucking sushi at lunch is like, hey, you know, what do you say we get married? You know what I mean? Like, that's just not normal. But it's just another. And so there's two options here. Either it is so deeply and profoundly cooked into their subconscious that they do it without thinking, which I would vote for probably, or They are so deeply cunning and smarter than us that if you ever even try to talk to them about it, it's like Fight Club. They do not talk
Or
about the testing. The first rule of
so there's
testing,
no
we don't talk about the
there's no
testing.
option for being a progressive woman.
You could be progressive. You still have to protect yourself. I mean, this is something that I think even on a Darwinian or evolutionary level, we don't need to like get into the granular of what stage in dating there are tests. I would honestly argue that there are tests the entire fucking time. There's just less tests like a wave and then more tests and less and more and less and more. You start with a lot, right? To get the first date or whatever. You start with a lot of tests on the first couple. Then you have less with time, right? But then you get more committed. Then you're having regular dates regularly. Now you get tested again. Nope, ramp it back up. We got a production schedule to keep, right? And then everything is waves. So it's not going to be that clear as like, oh, you can just put people in this box. Like obviously not. But there are certain when you talk about macro numbers, like big numbers, that there's trends, right? And trends are something that I think we should look at scientifically, whether that's psychologically or any other science. I like big numbers, like big ones, like millions of years. If we can, we haven't been around that long, but if we could, like the more data, the better. And I think that it's kind of like a truth that becomes more true with time. It's just going to
And
keep
I like
becoming more
big
and more
butts,
true.
and I cannot lie. Dude, I think you are committed to being an overachiever, and you are looking for the test. You want to be challenged. You want to be challenged in
Oh, we
life.
all
That's
do,
what it
buddy.
is.
We want to be chased a little bit, you know. No, no,
That's
I
where
don't like
that's
them
where
at
your
all
necessity for the
because
test
no,
comes from.
I'm such a dog brain that I have no ability to even test anyone. You know, if some girl I like comes around, I'm like, hi,
No,
hello.
I don't think that you want to test anyone. I think that you desire being tested. And that's why
No,
you assume that everybody
absolutely
tests.
not. I don't like it at all. I just think it's interesting because I don't think that way, right? It's the opposite of how I would think. Like I can't test. I just can't. I all I can do is be like, hey, I'm gonna go do this thing. If you want to join me, if not, like fine. You know, like that's all I have in me. I don't have the ability to like play chess that way. Like I'm bad at checkers, bro. I'm telling you. I don't know if I'm on the spectrum or what, but it's just not my thing to be like thinking in all these different angles of what I can ask and what I, no, dude, I'm dog brain, bro. I'm like wagging my tail. Hi, good to see you. And my whole body's like doing the wriggle, it's like, what's up? And that's it. That's literally the end of all. Like, I'm a shallow, there's not a lot going on here that you don't know about, right? There is a lot, but I'll tell you it. I wear my heart on my sleeve, right? I often say too much, right? I've talked myself out of so much pussy. Like so much. That, and that's fine. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than have it, honestly. I mean, I'm good. I'm like after a certain amount of validation and what have you through that realm, like you don't need anymore. So yeah, dude, I just like being honest, like Mark Twain. You don't have to
I
Yeah.
like
like being
worry
honest
when
too.
you don't lie, you don't have to worry. Amen, dude.
Right. And when you
Amen.
put it all on the table, you don't have to be tested.
And if somebody knows that I'm asking a question, later they realize it's a test and like all this bullshit, like is that planting a seed of trust? Is that a good foundation to build a relationship that you have to be so like weird about it? Why not just ask, hey, like for example, with the Beyonce question, which kind of pisses me off, honestly, because like who gives a shit about that particular woman? But anyway, I'll digress on Beyonce. But with that question, it is just why wouldn't you just be honest and ask, how do you feel about strong black women? Right? Like, why not just be honest? Why have to ask about Beyonce? Why have to make it like, like for example, do you believe in ghosts? That same one is like, why do you have to ask something? Why not just ask like, how rigid are you in your thinking? Can you be persuaded with evidence? Like, be more honest in how you do it. Why do you have to be like, oh, but you thought I had a seven of hearts? It was a jack of spades the whole time. How cool am I?
So
It's just
you know what I'm resigned to thinking, listening to you more and more,
what?
that you pick up your women at a campaign party. Like,
No, I'm just on, the normal life experience, which most of my life, not of late, but most of my life was just on the normal ways that we meet people, right? Either at work or at off chance, like, golly, I mean, through mutual friends or all these different ways, right? So these things happen, social media, dating, even just fucking Facebook. Sometimes, like, organically, you'll talk to somebody in some comments. The next thing you know, you're in a chat. Next thing you know, you're like, I'm not, what? That's another story for another day.
that makes fucking sense. That makes fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. I
Try
said all the
going
ways, bro.
outside the house. Try
Right?
going outside the house and meeting people in person.
I won't do it. That's how you catch
The
that. That's how
virtual
you
thing
catch
is
that. That's
not
how you
working
catch
for
that
you.
Chinese flu, dude. That's how you catch that
Hey,
kung
that
flu.
that is how he's come to the testing conclusion. I was trying to figure it out.
No,
I was
that's
trying to
not.
figure
No,
it
you
out
don't.
because I'm
Don't
like,
put
I
me in a
don't know
box, dude.
how
Don't you
he has
dare.
met these
Don't
women.
you dare put me in the nerdy box right now. Because I am a fucking nerd, but don't
Your
you
ass
dare.
is talking to Chat GPT, some
know
guy
what?
in Boise, Idaho,
No,
who's sitting in his damn home office.
don't even talk about my girlfriend ChatGPT. All right. Don't even. That's like AOC's like wish, right? Like if I, right?
Wow.
I'm just fucking.
Jesus Christ.
But he said, "Jesus Christ, this man's a loose cannon." Who put him on a mic?
This motherfucker, he got one of those damn connecting male vibrator toys,
What,
and he's
Straight from
connecting with
Timu.
people
You
online.
talking about my launch? Anyway, this message is brought to you by Launch. This entire podcast was brought to you by Launch.
Oh,
Just
I thought it
Google
was
a
me.
launch and you're gonna love it.
When I
No,
did that.
no. You'll get a cut though, don't worry.
I better.
And yeah. Yep. We're also sponsored by Quaaludes. So there's
This fucking fella
Go to
here.
your nearest alligator drug house and pick up your Quaaludes today.
right. I mean, who doesn't love Jello?
What the fuck?
The
All right, Cosby.
fuck? He said, "What the fuck, Ghost Dad?" I keep changing the name of the one podcast, and I love it. It's such a fun thing to like just randomly name it on something. And what I realize is that the podcast people listen longer if you name them on something later in the show. Not that I'm trying to do that. I'm not trying to manipulate out here. I'm not the 5D chess guy, okay? But I just think the names
He is
are
not
funny.
testing you.
I'm not. I love you. I would never do that to you. I'll tell you honestly what my question is. For example, how do you feel about cop face white guys that sound like cop face white guys that probably should have been a cop, right? Rather than saying, "Hey, what do you think about Dragnet anyway?"
What the
You know,
fuck?
what do you think about Bill
License
Clinton
and
anyway?
registration.
Oh, what? What do you mean, Bill Clinton? I love blowjobs. I love him. What do you want me to know? What do you want me to
He did do
know
that.
about you? Is the question that I would ask back when you get posed with these weird ass fucking creative, but seemingly innocent, but absolute fucking trap questions. What do you want me to know about you? And that will fucking send him on the scrambler. Yeah,
Scrambler?
no, you know
Talking
the
about these
scrambler.
scramblers.
No, we talked about the scrambler in the chat earlier. Brandon, tell us more about the scrambler with the legless woman.
The scrambler.
Bruh.
That was. Do we call
Bruh.
that a scrambler? No, that's What is that? You said spin it like a top.
Let me tell you, it would be the ideal situation.
I mean,
A legless woman.
I'm hung like a
Can
baby
you imagine?
squirrel. Yeah, no, I'm hung like a baby squirrel. I got the Irish curse, so take the legs out. I can
Right,
get a little
which
deeper. You know
means
what I mean?
that
I get a
you can
little
get
deeper.
depth. Right.
Right.
You can get depth.
I could feel like a real boy.
And you can spin her ass around. Just put your belt on her, treat her like a damn. What was that fucking game where
Be
you
like a
pull his
Beyblade.
cord? Yeah, Beyblade.
Yeah.
How fitting. She could be your personal Beyblade.
Yeah, you
That's
take a
fucking
belt,
sick.
put it around her neck, just pull it, spins around. It's like a top.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Let her rip.
Yeah, no. You know how many girls would be into that? I mean,
They gotta
I'm
have
just
no
saying,
legs.
they don't tell you these kind of things, but they're into some shit. What's the weirdest thing you've heard from women that they're into?
The weirdest thing that I heard from a woman that she's into. I don't know. There's a lot of women out there that's into micro penises.
Yeah, there is. It's weird.
It's very weird. It's a far cry from what I'm used to hearing women. The micro penis is a thing.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff, seen some material. But hey, I mean, it's good for them. Shit. And those are like, it's very niche. I got nothing, dude. Like,
Midgets too. Midgets too. There's a lot of
midgets?
women that are into midgets.
Really?
So yeah. So like,
Hmm.
whereas the whole amputee thing would be kind of
Mhm.
fun because you could spin them around.
Yeah.
I guess having a motherfucker being able to literally climb on your back and go to work, that might be an appealing
No,
thing.
no, it's not that, dude. It's not that. It's because God reappropriates that flesh into a third leg that's down almost below their knee. So,
Is that right?
at least for my buddy, dude. I told you my best friend growing up was a dwarf, and this dude, I was like, what the fuck? You got a longer arm between your legs than your fucking arm. Okay? So, you know what I mean? They're packing heat, dude. You think that little
That's
dwarf
crazy as hell.
you think the little dwarf from Game of Thrones wasn't packing heat? Dude, he's packing heat, dude. Why do you think he walks around talking shit to everybody like that? They have weapons on. Dude, he's packing heat. All right. Probably. I'm just guessing.
I don't know.
Because
I
God
figured they
don't
could pick him
make
up and just bounce him.
he don't make no junk, that God. You know what I mean?
He
So
sure don't, brother.
little guy that can pogo stick on his dick. So he's so
Just bounce around.
God don't make no junk. And that's why, I was a little preoccupied for a second, but you brought up my favorite term, micro penis. You know what? I wanted to speak on that.
Here we go.
I had something to say about micro penises because, one out of every 16 man has one, and it ain't that rare, okay?
All right. There was a surgery for that.
No, it's not rare at all. And that's why the drug companies keep them profiting off of fucking blue chews and
Hey,
Viagra and
hey,
Leukogen.
Cialis
hey,
and all that other
no,
shit.
no, don't be
I mean,
putting
Cyndaquil.
don't put that on me right now. Just because I'm hung like a baby squirrel doesn't mean I need some blue chew, dude. I can get all 1 inch super hard. I'll have you know. And it's not about size. She keeps telling me it's the perfect size, so I don't even care. She says perfect, because some guys are too
That's a
big.
test.
Have you ever heard that? Because some guys, they're too big. Have you
Mm-hmm,
heard that your whole life, like from every woman ever? Probably not, but I did. And I thought it was funny. I walked away, and the two black guys are talking about micro penises. Like, oh, those poor souls.
What?
Like, come on, man, dude. I'm right here, dude. My name's Colin. I don't know if you ever heard of Ireland, but we
What?
got we drink a lot of
That's
Guinness
why
to
they
deal
invented
with it.
strap on.
Well, we did that. We did that at Notre Dame in Indiana.
Wait, what?
Guinness beer is the best in the world. And yes, we have tiny penises and we don't smoke weed. Welcome. It's cloudy all the
That's not you though. So
No, that's not me
what
at
are you
all.
talking? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. No. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I try to
Yeah, I
hide
got a piss.
my just gargantually huge penis behind the lie of being Irish. Sorry, guys.
It's
I'm sorry.
okay, buddy.
I've been lying to you.
You need to just love yourself, man. That's it.
Well, if they knew, they'd never come near me. It's like 2 Coke cans. 2 Coke cans?
Then you just
Stop it,
go
Sean.
find you a nice horse and you'll be all right.
That's what they do down there. And in the South, you find yourself a nice little secretariat.
Exactly, brother.
Find you a sea biscuit. Get it in.
That's all you need.
No, see, that's illegal, sir, and we do not sponsor that message.
Maybe in some states.
All right, well, I have a question for you that I've been thinking on. It's been brewing on me, and I need you guys to answer this because I need to go get a drink. So here's the question, and I will pose this to you because it's been kind of one of those questions that keeps coming up every couple days in the back of my mind for like 3 months.
Okay.
It's fucking weird because I can't answer it.
All
It's a
right.
weird
Well,
one.
ask away.
This is a moving target here, bud. This is
Okay.
not
Well,
an
fucking ask.
easy peasy.
I
Okay.
won't know
Let me
until I
tell
hear
you
it.
more about this question.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. So the question,
All right.
drum roll, please. No.
Uh,
What animal would
huh.
be the rudest animal if all animals could talk?
Fucking honey badger.
See, that's just the default. Give me more. I need you to dig deeper.
Tasmanian devil.
I need you to dig deep down. Give it all that you got.
Mongoose.
Mongoose? What the fuck is a
Mm-hmm.
mongoose? Dude?
They fucking kill snakes.
I need Brandon's answer on this. This dude's too smart biologically, and I'm kind of sick of it. So, not that
What?
you just go to the most obvious, like ripping. I need a little bit more, less scientific, right? Because everybody goes to those. Everybody goes. Actually, everybody goes to the house cat. I think first. The house cat is rude as fuck. Have you ever seen a house
Nah,
cat look at you, look at a cup, look at you, look back at the cup, and then knock it the fuck over? Dude,
no.
what
That
is
never
rude?
happened.
No, it does happen. Cats will look you
Not
in
to
the
me.
eye. Dude, cats will look you in the eye and be like, I own you. They
Oh,
will.
each cat has its own personality, but they can never own me because they're quick, but I am too, and I
You
know how
talking
to
about house
use it.
cats or ferals?
Either way.
No, there ain't no either way, dude. Ferals are totally different creatures than a house cat. I mean, a
Maybe,
house
but
cat is
all you gotta do is
bored and
grab them behind
fat
that neck. Once you got them behind the neck, buddy, they go limp. There's nothing they do.
because they can't do anything when you grab them by the back of the neck, huh?
No, dude, it's just instinct. That's how their mom held them, and they just fucking they go into a
Yeah,
trance.
but
So
if
they're
they
just
want to
there.
kill you, they will. They are house cats.
No,
They'll grab your wrist and slit it proper while you hold
nah,
them. You don't think so?
not me, dude. It'll die by then.
You're like the cat whisperer.
I like cats. I like my pets, dude. Dogs too, bro. Dogs are too yappy. If they're trained and well behaved, then yeah, I'll fucks with a dog. I can get the pats too, bro. Cats though, they're my animal because they do their own fucking thing. You don't have to feed them; they'll survive.
Yeah, you're
They
the
don't
cat
need
whisperer,
shit.
dude. They'll murder a fucking bird and catch H1N1 and murder you shortly after.
No, not hippie.
Or they'll play with
Hippie.
their own shit in their fucking litter box and they come up and scratch your leg and then
No, dude,
you
he's
have
a
a
fucking outside
staph
cat.
infection.
No
And
cats are allowed in the house.
no, I'm talking about house cats. House cats will do this to you. A house cat could do that to you
Yeah, I wanted a house cat though.
because they're
Her name
dealing
was
with.
Molly.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
saying is
allowed to
that
get
you
her
have
though.
risk of serious infection from the cat scratch. It ain't no just
Yeah,
good jingle from back in the day. I mean that shit's real.
no good jingle from back.
Cat scratch fever.
I still wanted a cat though. She
Yeah,
was
but you
pretty.
fuck around and almost lose your junk with a cat scratch. I know somebody who got scratched by their cat,
Her
normal
name was
cat.
Molly.
Probably was
She would have been
Molly.
amazing. Yeah,
Molly
it was a
sounds
beautiful
like a
cat.
girl that would take your dick. Yeah. And she scratches your leg, and then you get this growth and like infection that they have to drain and stuff, and it
Oh my
grows,
gosh.
and it could take your junk. It could.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's why I don't fuck with cats. Because I'm not going to declaw them, and I don't want their nails anywhere near me. Because they literally could put fecal matter and put you in sepsis. They could, seriously, dude. Yeah, I wish there was a way to say like it's okay. Cat scratches can't kill you. No, they could kill you for sure. They could at least
Yeah.
hurt. Like you could be in a lot of pain for a long time from a cat scratch, which is just annoying. And I don't want to declaw them, so I'd rather just fuck them. I don't. I'm not
You
gonna deal with them.
just want to fuck them instead.
I mean, good luck trying to fuck a cat. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's what she said.
Not to say I would if I could, but you even try to imagine trying to fuck a cat, dude. You're gonna have a hard time. Even with the micro penis, you're gonna have a hard time.
Be hard pressed.
She ain't gonna just hang out while you're doing that stuff, okay? You're gonna lose penis parts, okay?
Something's happening.
Oh
Something
yeah.
terrible.
Oh, sorry. You don't hear about many cat rapes going on.
No, you do
Unless
not.
it's from another cat, which you hear those sometimes
Yeah,
late in the night.
that is definitely
Right.
a thing.
I used to go outside in Philly thinking there was a baby on the street. I heard that in Warren once. I heard there was a baby crying on the street. I'm like, what the fuck? I go outside. No, it's just some cat getting raped. Jesus.
Of course.
Nature. Damn, bro. I mean,
It's
getting out of my
ruthless.
Battlefield game and shit, dude.
Trying to go save a baby, but it's not there.
It
It's a
really
fucking
sounds
cat
like a
rape.
crying baby sometimes when they're getting done proper, I guess, whatever.
Jesus.
when he's laying that fucking hooked dick right.
For real.
Yeah,
Can you imagine how
cats
it
are
is for like
savage, bro.
tigers?
I can't look at them like other animals. I don't know, man. I always think of myself as like, what if you were a mouse? You look at this thing like a fucking dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, cats are not to be fucked with.
No, they're
And
really
neither are
serious.
chihuahuas, the cats of dogs. Chihuahuas.
Fuck a chihuahua, dude. I'll stomp that fucking bitch's head in.
Okay.
The fuck out of here.
PETA, please do not file suit against us. We love you. We love
Fuck
dogs.
them. They kill more dogs than anyone. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right.
Statistics, boy.
I still need Brandon's answer on this, but I think he died.
No, he had things to take care of.
Too many
Children.
copans. Oh,
Oh my god, he is an upstanding citizen
is that
and
right?
gentleman. Yes.
All right. He is. He's one of those. I mean, he does have cop face, cop voice.
Yeah, I can see him as part of like, the fucking
Yeah, dude,
gang
he's an
unit.
undercover. Yeah, dude. That's what I was saying. I can see him as a detective. Like, look, we have the evidence. The
That's LT.
best thing you can do.
That's LT,
Just
bro.
tell me the truth. LT from what? First 48?
Nah, he's just a lieutenant, bro. If you get
Oh,
lieutenant, and he's the one you call,
right.
he'll fucking get it done. Mm-hmm.
You don't want to call LT in here, dude.
He's real close to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, you do not talk to police.
You never know who they could be.
Never talk to police. Why would you ever? They might ask me for the time of day. I'll be like, fuck you, dude.
That is fucking rude and a great way to get your
I'm
fucking
sorry.
shit caught up.
I'm sorry. I would never
Better
do
give him the
that.
time, brother.
I know. I just act like I'm deaf. It's fine.
Really?
I don't talk to
Kind of rude,
police,
too.
dude. I don't do it.
You know sign language?
So I need, sign language for, I need my lawyer.
You need to
That's
know
my
the
sign
signs
language.
for that.
Yeah. I don't even know those signs. Just the words. That's it. You just take out a
Oh.
paper and pencil. Lawyer. Although I don't talk to police regularly. It's just something that you constantly see people do and fucking get
They might
fucked.
think you're one
They
of
get
them, bro.
fucked by police. Don't talk to police, dude.
You might be.
So dumb.
They could mistake you for a
Like
fucking sergeant.
they're literally just fishing, and you're like, yeah, sure, just fish. Yeah, go ahead, just fish your ass off. Just yeah. No,
Yeah.
dude, don't talk to them. Why?
I'll talk to them.
I mean, I would talk to him about another case or something, or if like somebody assaulted me, or something like that. Like I might talk to him about somebody robbed me or whatever. But I'm not gonna like if you get called in on some questioning, I just be like, no, am I being detained? Right? We all know this language. Come on now. Come on now.
Like,
Act like you don't
what
know
is
the
that?
language.
I don't get pulled over, bro. Like, I'm never get in trouble like that.
Right. Well, that's because everybody thinks you're like their cousin.
I mean,
Because you look like everyone.
maybe.
Yeah.
To some extent.
Right. You're both
Just a random
DMX.
dude.
You're DMX and the head singer from Limp Bizkit.
The fuck?
You're both. You could be
I,
anything.
I don't like that. I
You're
don't
Wes
like what you
Borland, and you're Jay Z. So
do. Don't like that either.
I mean, you could not like it.
I don't like those people. Why you gotta compare
mean,
me to some people I don't like?
You're all things. You're Marilyn Manson and Xi Jinping.
Wow. It was kind of good, then it went terrible immediately.
You don't even know who Xi Jinping is.
He's a fucking commie, is what he is.
Okay, well at least you know who that is. I thought you didn't follow things.
I know stuff. Don't worry about what I know, bruh.
Well, where is he from?
I don't know.
Xi
Somewhere.
Jinping.
It's from some Chinese place.
Yeah, China for sure. He's like the leader, the dictator, so to speak.
Yeah. He runs that ship.
Right. So that's your great uncle. And
Oh
so
my
is
God, no, he's not.
Netanyahu.
I know who my great uncle was.
Do you know who Netanyahu is?
I don't know. This probably sounds African or some shit. One of them there Egyptians.
He's like the whitest
Oh,
guy ever. He's the head of Israel.
oh yeah, he's a Middle Eastern guy.
I mean, he's Jewish, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Middle East. He's a Middle Eastern.
He looks like my grandfather.
Okay, he's a Jew. So what? Jews are like fucking going extinct or some shit.
Tell me more about that.
What?
What do you mean Jews are going extinct? What?
There ain't many of them. They keep dying.
Yeah, dude, we all keep dying. It's pretty weird.
Like the legit Jews, not these fake Jews, the real ones.
He said fake Jews.
Yeah, but their religion's kind of fucked up, just like all of them.
What is a real Jew? Like Hasidic? Talking with
I don't
the
know. Whoever,
curlies?
whichever's the oldest ones.
The ones that look like they
We've
dress
got.
like Amish? Hasidic
I don't
Jews?
know.
The ones that
I don't know,
got
bro.
they got caught in the tunnel in under New York? You hear about that?
Yeah, yeah, I did, but I didn't look
Hasidic, dude.
further into it.
You ever seen Snatch?
No.
Okay, well, that would be another one I'd say absolutely you should watch that, Snatch. And
I'll consider it.
it starts off with Hasidic Jews, people dressing like Hasidic Jews to rob a jeweler.
Oh wow, Jews don't do
Pretty
that.
fucking sick, dude. None of them are Hasidic Jews. They dress up with fake beards, wigs, the Amish get up, all of it. And they go into a jewelry store to buy the biggest diamond they have. And then under their big Hasidic Jew like jacket or whatever, they've got like
Mhm.
guns,
Mhm.
like a lot of them. And they rob them for the diamond.
Ooh, that's spicy.
And that's how the movie opens. It's pretty sick. You need to watch Snatch. It's so good.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I would like a review on here of Snatch. I've seen it like 3 times, but I forget it for the most
Well,
part.
that's just what you do, buddy.
I mean, I know most of it. I know that there's the gypsies that are like trailer park British people, and they speak
What?
totally different. And that's Brad Pitt plays a gypsy. He's a bare knuckle boxing champion of the gypsy world. Yeah, it gets
Mm-hmm.
interesting, dude. It gets real saucy, dude. Snatch is a great film. It's a lot like
Okay.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I can't imagine you've seen that one either.
Nope, never heard of it.
You should watch
It's a
that one.
long name.
That Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is a British film that is the original of that idea where there's separate stories going on. There's like 6 or 7 stories all happening separately. Nobody knows of each other amongst these stories, but you're watching these stories and they all unfold on one where they all come together. And the
Mm-hmm.
first one I seen like that was Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It was about these 2 guns that were worth millions. And there's
Okay.
all these
Okay.
groups trying to get these guns, and they don't know each other. They don't know that they're trying to get these guns. And it gets really fucking interesting because the way they write it, you're following all these individual stories and kind of rooting for them all, but it's all going to lead into somebody getting the guns. Same thing, they made Snatch as the American version of that movie with American
Mm-hmm.
actors and all that. I mean, some British actors, but really it's based off of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. But you have to like the British accent to like that one because it's very thick in that movie. You might not understand a thing people say if you don't understand the British accent real well.
I
Because
mean, there's
it's
all types of British accents. The
right.
Scouse is
Exactly.
like
That's
super hard
why
to.
that movie is so it's hard to understand. Naturally it came to me. I don't know. As a kid I saw that. I understood every word. But my
Because
mom
that's your
didn't
fucking
understand anything.
people, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Them
It's
is your
my dad's
peoples.
people. Yeah. I
But
understand
I've
anything.
interacted with different types of British accents, bro. Several
Yeah.
times.
There's so many. It's a spectrum for sure.
Yeah, it is. The
I used to think
Scouts.
I wanted
Oh
a
fuck,
woman with a British accent, dude. I used to be so attracted to that idea from like
I
007
am.
movies and stuff. Well, then I met one though. Then I met a couple, and I was like,
I mean
kind
the
of.
right ones, buddy.
No, it wasn't. No, I mean it's not about the right. Like they were great accents. They were great British accents. It was exactly what I wanted. Like
Or were they
all
shit
that.
people?
No, it's just when I heard it and I was in that interaction and like actually lived it, I realized that it's actually a really, to me anyway, in my opinion and in my interpretation of it, is
Hmm.
when I hear a woman talking like that, especially in like some passionate way or some erotic way or something, it is super fucking masculine, dude. It doesn't feel like it's a, it feels like who's fucking who here, lady? Like, I mean, come on, calm down now. Okay. It's pretty masculine the way they have that sharp, like so many fucking edges on the edge of every word. You know, it's like so many everything's so fucking sharp. And it's like
Yeah,
it's not
Bruh,
it's masculine, you know.
I can
So
see that. I
y'all
see where he's
have
coming
been
from.
all over the map with this conversation.
I mean,
Yeah, we
From
have.
cats
shit ain't
to
normal.
Snatch to damn British accents and masculine. You must
Yeah,
be talking about Cockney.
yeah, we talking about
Like a chick from London
eyes wide shut, bro.
versus a chick from Wales is totally different thing.
Wales, that's my people. I'm very Welsh. That's mostly what I am. But I met a girl on two occasions from Great Britain, the island of England, the little shitty island with London or whatever. And yeah, and I'm not a fan. Their accent to me, and even if you look at Irish accent, it comes across. If you listen to it long enough, it sounds it's masculine. It is. To me, it feels masculine because it sounds like the men, right? Whereas in
Right.
America, we have two separate sounds of our accent, American female and American male, whereas it kind of blends together in a lot of languages, at least in the British accent, especially to me, or an Asian accent speaking English. Same thing. It sounds very similar to how men sound. I'm sorry, but it's
I
just
don't
how
know, bruh.
it
Because I
just
have heard some sexy ass British accents. Some sexy British accents. Now, if
I
you want
think
to
it's
talk
just it's
about
the
accents
novelty,
that
dude.
sound the same, it's Russian. Russian accents, women or men,
I don't
all
know,
sound
dude.
the same.
Remember that show Nikita?
German too. Yeah.
You remember Nikita, dude?
Hmm.
You remember Nikita?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
Nikita.
No, she could get it, and I don't care if she sounded. I mean, that's an example. I think Russian is a little easier to get to, with just because I don't hear like there's not enough that I hear of men's with the Russian accent, so it'd be okay. We're kind of oversaturated with the British accent from men, and then when I hear a woman doing it, it's just kind of like, it just sounds like a little. I don't know. It too
So you
fucking
never
hard.
heard the singer Estelle? The
Uh,
singer Estelle.
I
She
don't
did
know
the
about
song American
Estelle.
Boy with Kanye West.
No, I don't know. No,
Everybody's heard American Boy.
I'm sure I've heard it, but I haven't heard her talk like off stage or I mean, not singing. It'd be
You
her.
ever watched Steven Universe?
Uh-uh. But I asked you a question about something, and then you didn't answer it, and now I don't remember the question. What was the question, Eric? Oh, oh, what animal would be the rudest if animals could talk?
I mean, cats by far. I've
See, that's
got
one of
3
my
of
first
them.
thoughts
Bitches is
too.
rude as hell.
There, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of my go-to. But if it wasn't cats, let's just say, all right, cats, yeah, fucking bitches. But what would be the other
Monkeys,
animal? Monkeys are rude.
primates, like
Yeah.
apes, period.
So
Them
humans.
motherfuckers will literally, gorillas will pick up shit and throw that shit at you.
Yeah, yeah. No, they don't give a fuck.
Nothing
But
says
at least
pussy
they'll
like
come up
that.
and like give you a blowjob after. You know. So
Oh,
Oh my God.
I mean, they'll just
They
come up
might
and
beat your
like.
shit.
I mean, they also might beat your shit. Yeah. Training day style. Not good. Have your shit
Nah, you
pushed
see,
in.
if you've ever gone to a damn zoo or watch any type of animal damn show that has gorillas in it, the motherfuckers is sitting in the corner playing with this shit the entire time.
No, they didn't do that when I came around because they thought I was a cop. They thought I was a trainer, dude.
Probably.
They were like, act right,
Probably.
bro. He's here, dude. He's here.
They was looking for a broom. That's what they was looking for.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a bit racist. All right.
is it though?
I wanted to hear
I'm
the story
saying.
about you. You said you guys had dated women with Eric. You dated a girl with an amputation.
No.
You did?
No, we said that we would like to.
Oh no. Somebody said they have a
It's a
story
bucket list
about
thing.
dating a girl. Hold on, Eric.
No, I said just talking about thoughts.
I need you to
Thought about.
place your hand on this Bible, your right hand on this Bible.
Fuck no.
And I
You
need
can
you to
eat
raise your
all
left
that.
hand, and we're gonna put you on the stand here, real quick. It's truth or dare. You don't
Okay.
have a choice. It's all truth. But you ever date
Nah.
you said a date? Yeah, okay, a blind girl, some type. I
Nope.
need this story. Nobody has a blind girl, a deaf girl, or amputee.
Nope.
A deaf girl, yes.
You dated a deaf girl?
Yes. That's
Oh,
how I learned
shit.
sign language.
You know you're good
That's
looking,
cool.
you know, when you date a deaf. You don't even need your voice. You know that. You're good. You're like, dude, it's not even my voice. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's just my aura, bro. My aura 1000. Deaf
Nah,
girl
she was
dating me.
fine as hell. She was fine as hell, but the sex and the sounds was insane. Like it just ain't the same. The motive. Oh, oh, like it was different. It was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, bro?
Oh, you gotta edit that out. It's fucked up.
Yeah, you over here making retarded sounds.
Have a motherfucker damn sign and you go deeper. It's different. It hits
Yeah,
different.
I
Yeah,
bet.
it hits a whole lot different. Because if your ass is in a moment, you got to keep your eyes open. You can't close your eyes and feel it. You got to keep your eyes open so you can see what she's saying.
Y'all ever have a Latino girl who just like yells at you when she
Oh my
comes?
god. No.
I had a
Did
Latino
this
girl.
motherfucker ask, did we have a Latino girl? I'm talking to a whole Puerto Rican.
Okay.
You asked me
Okay.
if I had a
So
Latino
you
girl.
you have experienced this. I hope that you can say that it's not just me, because it was the weirdest shit I've ever experienced in Costa Rica. I was dating this girl, and the first time I met her, and we're playing around or whatever. And when she started to come, I didn't know she was having a fucking stroke or a seizure or what was going on, but she would be like yelling, like not yelling like a good yelling, be like a like weird shit, bro. I was like, I can't. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I've never seen
Óyeme,
anything like
papi.
it, dude. I mean,
Qué rico, qué rico. Rápido, Ivana, qué rico.
yeah, they just keep yelling, see, see.
Sí, sí.
I'm like, see
Your
what? What?
ass sitting
See
there trying to think
what?
about how to respond.
What are you talking about? I see you. Yes. What?
Oh, shit.
I'm just
Fucking
such
guy.
a gringo, you know?
Stupid as fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you. What? But no, I mean, the other thing is with Latinos down there anyway. It's like back to 1973 with the Bushes, so I'm not into it. But Costa Rican women are hairy, bro. They got hairy backs, hairy arms. You know what I mean? Yeah, like they got this like weird black fucking peach fuzz all over them. God bless them.
I don't know about that. You want to get some hairy ass women, Italian women. Italian women
Dude, I
are
don't even
hairy
want.
as fuck.
Their ass is hairy. That fucks with me, dude. Oh, dude, that fucks with me. If I see hair in certain places,
Christ.
bro, I just can't take it. I can't. And Eric's like, I love it. I want a hairy ass.
It just,
Motherfucking shave for the date,
like,
go
it
out,
just doesn't
come back
bother
home
me,
and
bro.
smash, and then come up with a
Like,
full beard.
Oh my god,
maybe I'm
regrets.
weird. I like weird shit, dude.
Regrets. I
I'm on
don't
the
know.
other
There's just
side of the spectrum, bro,
it's the
where
same
I'm
thing
not
with
like really grossed out by anything.
dude. Same
Like
thing
at
with like
all.
forearm hair, dude. I see some
Except
girls with some forearm hair, dude, that just looks like they've been a plumber in Jersey for 20 years. Like I just can't. I can't
you're on that
do it,
side.
bro.
It's okay. You're that type of autistic. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I can't. I can't have my hair touch my ears either. Hair is one of my things, dude. I don't like it in certain
Apparently.
places. If a girl has back hair, it's over. If a girl has fucking
Oh my god.
butt
Get this
hair,
motherfucker a robot. That's what he needs.
no,
He is like,
Motherfucker,
I
you
don't
better
need a
grab that
robot,
shit like
bro.
handlebars.
No, what I
no, I mean,
need,
like,
I'll tell you what I need. Her name is AOC.
oh god.
She's got forearm hair.
You know
No,
she
she
don't
probably
shave.
does. I would get over it. It's fine.
She don't.
She
She don't shave at all.
she could grow out the bush, dude. I'd live in it. I'd hide
It
under it.
is.
I'd
It's
wake up every
already
This
made.
morning.
motherfucker.
I'd be
And what
You
pulling
trying to
hairs
go to
out of
Busch
my
Garden?
teeth every day. You know what I mean?
It's fucking, yeah.
If I had, I mean, AOC. Anyway, but if it wasn't that, if it wasn't that particular lady, then I have the second option, which is pretty much any woman from Argentina. Argentinian women, whew, these shits, bro. I
Take your
met
ass down there, then.
I
That's
met a
what you need
couple
to
in
do.
Mexico that were Argentinian. I was like, all right, well, I know where I need to be. The Nazis went down.
Yeah, they did go
The
there.
Nazis went on down to Argentina, and now you
Mhm.
have these German, Latino, perfect humans walking around. To
You
me,
think
anyway.
Hitler
I'm
made
like,
it?
I don't, dude. There's a
Think it's
hundred
possible?
thousand. There's 100,000 that live in Argentina that are lineage directly to the leadership of the Third Reich.
No, what you need is an Egyptian or Armenian.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Definitely. Indian women, Armenian, Egypt. Yep, I'm with it. I mean, I love Jasmine. You know what I mean? Is that not
That's,
the same thing? It's probably
that's
not.
racist. That's what that is.
That's
That's what
fine.
that is, buddy.
I mean, this is a game and I'm winning. You know what I mean? How many cards do I have?
A
I
lot of
mean,
racist
dude,
cards.
I got 10 just from my
Cards Against
face.
Humanity.
Just from my face. I mean, it wasn't fair, but them the rules, dude. You can hate the player, hate the game. You know?
Yeah,
I
but you
don't
can
know,
also kill
man.
the player. That's a thing too.
I love their eyes, dude. Like, Middle Eastern, there's some eyes out there that are so big and are like, what the fuck is it? What does she have? Eye extensions in all directions or what?
Maybe.
See, that's why I got to give it to you on your people. Like
Mm-hmm. Well, our eyes pop
something
out of our
about
head, though. That's the problem.
the emerald green eyes and red hair.
Oh, that's not my.
That's
Well,
a
kind
deadly
of.
combination. You said you're Irish?
I am Irish, but that's a rare combination, dude. That's a rare one. And I've never met an Irish girl like from Ireland. I dated one that would look like an Irish girl like that. It was strawberry blonde though in high school. Big, gorgeous model, just perfect, right? But I broke up with her because she wouldn't shave her mustache and her breath always smelled like fucking dog shit. And I literally was not in a position to even talk about it. I was just sick of her kissing me. And I just told her, look, it's not gonna work out one night. Like, we were at this party and we're on a couch and all these people are sleeping all over, and I break up with her amongst them. Like,
Oh wow.
not like loud, but like whisper. They're asleep and shit. I'm like, look, it's over. Like, it's got to be over. Like, your breath. I can't handle one more fucking breath from this. Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot. But I didn't even tell her that. That's how immature I was. I didn't even tell her the problem. I just was like, it's over. And then she proceeded to cry for like 7 hours and woke up every girl in the house, and it was a whole thing.
Of course.
But
As
that's what
she,
we are out
as
here. We're
she
just some
would.
heartbreakers, bro. That's what we do. Just put the
Apparently.
heartbreaker caution sign on my cop face. I think that's what it's like bad karma, dude. You break up with one girl because of bad breath and her mustache. But you ever have a girl that have like actual thick ass black hairs on the side of her top lip, dude? Like actual fucking mustaches? No, that's just me.
No, bro.
Yeah, I think that's just you on that one.
Mind you, we were kids. I mean, I was 16, she was 17. She hadn't learned how to pluck yet or whatever. But yeah, she was Irish like that. Whatever. But I'm not even. It. I think most of us are very much about what the outside look like as men. We're very visual, right? But then in short order, that shit goes away, dude. Like the foam rises to the top, the cream, whatever it is, like it rises to the top quickly. And what we forget when we're young is that like that happens, and then you don't really even like that person when you actually get to know them. Like most of the time, the women that I met that were like banging out of control were like really not that fun to be around. And in hindsight, it's definitely not about that shit at all. You hit a certain age where you're just like, I just like this energy, It's not about looks anymore. I don't know
Yeah,
what
the
age that is, dude.
pickiness.
It's like
It
35,
varies
I
from
think. At
person.
35, you're just like, you know what?
Maybe for
Fuck, man.
y'all. For normal people, yeah. I got through that shit quick.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to say. Like the pickiness, like that shit
Yeah,
I don't go for the superficial.
it
yeah,
only took a
I
couple
never
women,
really.
and yeah, I spent way too long with one of those, and then before I knew it, I was
None of that
35.
shit matters, dude. None of it fucking matters.
No, not
Anything
at all.
visual does not fucking matter.
As long as we're within a realm of health, I would argue. Like,
Okay,
you know,
yeah, of course.
like
But
there's health issues that go along with some visual ailments, like morbid obesity, or
okay,
I'm
well,
not
there's.
signing up to date the sweetheart at 600-pound life. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
God, that's a
right?
bit much. Too much.
There's limits here. You know,
Well, of course, like with
Pork
anything.
rinds and bears.
like I'll fuck some folds. You know what I mean? But not that
So
many
wait a minute,
folds.
you don't want to fuck with Mama June?
Who the fuck is Mama June? I keep
I
hearing that
second that.
name.
Who
I
is
think
that
she's
as
on
well?
TikTok, right?
I don't do
Nah,
that.
she's Honey Boo Boo's mom.
Yeah, but she's on TikTok too. There was this whole thing, dude.
I don't know who that
I
is.
don't even know.
Who
Mama
are all these
June.
people?
You don't know who Honey Boo Boo is? Come on now.
No, dude.
How could you not?
I
Dude, you're
don't
from the
watch
South and you don't know
television.
about Honey Boo Boo, dude?
I
You
don't
didn't.
watch television. I don't partake in any of that bullshit. I play
Okay.
video games and raise
Okay.
children,
Right.
smoke hella weed, and have sex and shit. Like, just basic stuff.
You're not missing out on shit with Honey Boo Boo, but I think it's interesting that you don't
Clearly,
know who that is. I bet your girl knows who Honey Boo Boo is.
probably.
She was kind of a Southern lore piece for a while there, but I don't know enough about her. I just know she was on a reality show.
Wait. Hold on here. I'm getting some recollection. I'm going through files and
Honey Boo
finding
Boo.
stuff. Is that the child that was like paraded and shit and like grew up and became a bitch and then like her mom just spent all of her money?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I don't know if you're talking about the same person. She was she competed in like beauty contests.
Yeah.
It wasn't the typical beauty contest
Mhm.
little girl. Yeah.
Probably was raped, molested, all that good stuff.
By Sugar Bear? Her daddy?
Probably.
Interesting.
I mean,
Maybe. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
someone's soul got taken. That girl became a woman that night in the worst way.
Whoa! We're
Okay.
talking about Jean Benet right now. What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
I don't know. It went dark.
I think
That did. That went
Eric
really
was
dark quick.
talking about fucking his
Yeah.
cat. I'm pretty sure.
What? What kind of treacherous shit are you speaking right now, sir?
Dude, I know what you do with that fucking.
There's been many cases where people have done that and
What?
ended up
Get,
killing a cat.
you get that
Yeah, well,
catnip out, dude, and you Bill Cosby your cats. Don't lie.
just
Gerbils in the ass and
Oh,
cats on the
God.
dick.
You put a kitty gas mask on them, and they have to smoke catnip until you.
Wow.
Well, we don't even need to say the rest.
Playing Chase the Mouse.
You know what I mean?
Wow. That's
Like,
pretty wild, dude.
it's a little bit Dexterish, but
Is it? I thought we
Dexter.
only did bad people.
yeah, I guess. So it's not. It's just Cosby. Yeah, it's just Ghost.
Yeah.
Dad. Just Ghost Dad all
Yep.
day.
Jello pudding pups.
Oh yeah.
Or the Ghost Dad that goes and gets cigarettes. One or the other. We need some milk. But Dad, we have milk. We need more milk. No, we have plenty of milk. It's chocolate milk. We need chocolate. I think we even
You need
have
milk from a cat's teat.
We've got Hershey's.
Meet the
Dad, come
Fockers.
back. Ghost Dad. Yeah.
Fucking Ghost Dad.
Well, I think honestly those dads are a little bit better than dads that have a great relation. Not a great relationship. Let's say a dad that kind of hangs around and does the bare minimum, and then like after your kid turns 18, that you never talk to him again. That's
Holy
shittier, in my opinion. That's
Yeah.
shittier, dude. To not
Yeah,
be there
that's
and just
pretty
walk
cool.
away and set up a few
Yeah.
franchises, have like 6 families, but come back when the kid's 28. Like that.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's about the same value as you raise a kid to 18 and you're just like, yeah, whatever. And that
Peace
happens
out.
too, dude. Maybe that's a little bit more of my Caucasian culture. But it's the whole idea of like, yeah, you turn 18, you get right out of here, dude. You get right the hell out of here. I've been feeding you and all this shit. You get out of here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You turn 18, you better believe I'm gonna get rid of that.
Goddamn right, brother.
That's a Western culture compared to Asia, where they're like, no, you live here, take care of us. No, you
Yeah.
don't have rent. You feel rich. You drive Mercedes. You drive Jaguar. All your friends know you don't have rent. Don't matter. You take care of us. And that's normal. That's their culture, dude. Take care of your parents. And I actually like it. I do. If you get along with your parents.
Yeah.
I get along with my parents to some degree, but I wouldn't want to live with them. And like that's just us, dude. Like we don't to some degree, I mean, white folk, we don't want to live with each other really. I mean, we don't want to live with our parents. Parents don't want to live with us. It's a two-way street. We're in agreement. We ain't living together, dude. That's just not how it rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I thought the trailer park was for life.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Oh, shit.
Hence,
That was good.
that's why
People actually move out.
that's why Rabbit had to learn rap.
That's
That's why Rabbit had to make fun of himself. I am a damn bum. Right. Well, we get it. Wouldn't be my angle on that, but that's fine. Just degrade yourself. A little bit of projecting there, Rabbit. But that's how he strategically beats people. Is he has borderline personality disorder and he hates himself. That's how he always
Oh.
wins.
gotta be. Gotta be.
He has so much fear of
Take them out of
abandonment.
the game.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be
Everybody is a Clarence.
I love that line, dude. That's one of my favorite rap lines right there. Clarence's parents
What's
had a
that?
real nice marriage.
Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, dude. That's one of my favorite rap lines like ever. I don't know why. Just that name Clarence and marriage. Like doesn't rhyme, but he somehow makes it work.
That's what Eminem is known for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible. He's also known for kind of being autistic and slightly gay, in my opinion. But you know, everybody hates me for saying that.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I'm just saying the dude is pretty gay.
Where did the gayness come from?
You don't see it?
No.
Ah.
I have not seen Eminem listed on a Diddy list.
Nah, it don't have to be a Diddy list, dude. You know,
If you don't make the Diddy list, you're not gay.
I'm whoa. Oh, okay. If
Damn.
you're not committing sexual assault, you're not even gay, dude.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said if you didn't make a Diddy list, you're not gay.
Well,
If Baby Oil was not in your repertoire,
I don't think Jay-Z is gay, you know, and he was there. But I don't know. There's some things. You know, you notice he's like not been with any woman ever.
who?
Eminem.
How the fuck he got kids? What are you talking about?
Yeah, when he was young, he was with a girl. Her name's Kim. I don't know if you've heard of her. But after that,
but
what is there? You tell me.
he just don't publicize this shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's probably what I would say too. If I was just absolutely the gayest man in Oakland County.
Oh my goodness.
That's probably what I would say. Because I know where he lives, dude. Like, not exactly, but not far from where I used to live. And I know.
Wait a minute. Are you a stan?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because, well, for a number of reasons, I wouldn't write to him. But I lived there at 7 Mile. You know, and I did get called a narc all the time. Okay,
Yeah.
I did get called a Fed openly in front of people and had to be defended by my brother in Christ, my fellow brother in Christ that would defend me in the lines at the Stop and Rob when I was there to buy liquor, not be a cop. But you know, I did get robbed by 3 guys with 3 guns for a skateboard.
Not just any skateboard.
You got robbed for a skateboard at gunpoint.
Uh-huh.
You tell that story.
It was a
I've
one-wheel.
never heard of some shit like that.
Skateboard. Let's keep the facts straight. It's a one-wheel.
It was published in the newspaper that they robbed a 32-year-old skateboarder.
Oh.
And I thought, golly, don't even call me before you publish me. First of all, I'm a 32-year-old skateboarder. Like, what does that say in and of itself? Kind of speaks volumes. I'm a 32-year-old skateboarder right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I am.
Just a cool dude.
You could have been Tony Hawk.
Dude, I was just a cool dude at that time.
Yeah,
Before a
he
cool
was
dude was
cool
even a
shit.
cool dude, I was a cool dude.
Yeah.
And it was the first week in years that I didn't have my son. And I'm a full-time single dad. So it was years, dude. Like 4
Mhm.
years or something, 3 years. I had him every day. And like, I'm blessed by that, of course. But it's my first week that I got a break from having my
Yeah.
son, right? So, it's time to be a kid again, right? And I had this one wheel. It was a really nice one wheel. It was like I don't know, $1,100 skateboard, basically. It's like a hoverboard. It's fucking sick, dude. And I was riding it around, and I thought, you know what? I need cigarettes. That's what I need in my life right now. I need a little bit of death.
Mhm.
And it was midnight or quarter to midnight, right? So you still see the 11 on the clock. So you're like, I could justify it. I'll go out. I'm gonna go get cigarettes and come back. And I go across the street. Where I always do is right across the street. There's a liquor store because there's liquor stores on every corner in Detroit. Kind of convenient. Also kind of fucked up. But anyway, you go across the street and they're closed. So I come back across the street and I'm just riding back home. And these dudes saw me going across the street on my hoverboard that no one has ever seen. I look like a goddamn alien riding it at the time. They're like, what the fuck is that, though? And they pass me as I go across the intersection. And they're like, yeah, we gonna get this goofy ass white boy. Because I had like pads on every limb and wrist pads that I had my helmet on. I was ready to go. And they were like, yeah, this dude's, we're going to just take that. Now, mind you, these people were robbing people all over, those 3 guys, but they lied in wait. They went up the street. They parked on a dark alley. They saw a dark alley with no street light. They lied in wait. They had a car about a quarter mile behind them on that side road, and they sat there in the dark as I came down the corner. They were walking up to me with COVID masks on, and I thought, oh, hey, guys, like, good evening. Hello. It's literally what I said to them. And they were probably looking at me like, dude, did this guy just say good evening?
Hello.
Right, that's literally what I did. And they're all wearing COVID masks, so it's 2020. This is what is that? It's like October. No, it was August. Yeah, it was August. And so you're thinking about people were still wearing masks, so I didn't think anything of it. Like, oh, these nice gentlemen nice gentlemen are very aware of the COVID virus, and I can appreciate that. And hello, gentlemen. Meanwhile, I didn't register in my head. They're outside. Why would they have a COVID mask on?
Mhm.
And I came around the corner and I was like, hey guys, what's up? And I just turned the corner right in front of them. Like, I'm not afraid at all. I mean, I came within like a foot of them, turned the corner. And as I turn the corner and take off, this thing only goes like 12 or 15. Well, I hear pitter patter, and they sprint me down, beat the shit out of me, or try to. They try. I mean, they couldn't really beat me up. These are kids, dude. These are like little 18-year-old, 17-year-old kids, dude. I'm 32.
Mhm.
I'm a wrestler. I'm 6'4", 200. I'm a boxer. I've been trained a little bit in some kung fu, dude. I'm not worried about these dudes at all. As soon as they pushed me, I was like, I could literally kill you right now. I could grab your head and smash it into the sidewalk. I mean, these are kids, dude. You could grab a kid
Wait
and
a
just
minute.
like hurt them. But I didn't
Pause.
do that. But they come up pitter patter and they push me off the fucking skateboard into a wall, 6-foot security fence, and then they start kicking me and punching me, and I was just kind of like, all right, dude, like it kind of tickles. Like it doesn't like I didn't feel any pain at all. But then they all took guns out. And the first one he took gun out, he took a sawed-off shotgun out. And the next one had a 38 snub nose, and the other one had a 380 or a 40, something like that. I couldn't really see the third guy. He had like a 380. And yeah, they took everything pretty much I had. You know, wallet, card, pen, ID, my
They took your damn pen?
the pin from my credit, yeah, from my ATM card, yeah.
These motherfuckers. Oh, a pen for your credit. I thought you meant like a writing pen. I was about to say that's some
Oh
ruthless
no,
shit right there.
no, no,
That's
no! I
fucked
didn't have.
up.
Like that's a really
Was
nice
it a Mont
zebra pen.
Blanc?
You don't. Yeah, you don't think I see that zebra pen in your pocket? What are you, an insurance agent? Give me that fucking thing. That's all metal, dude. That's aluminum. Give me.
Fuck the board. We want the pen.
Right? Yeah, they left the pen. No, they took my phone. They threw it. They took the skateboard. Or I keep. And it's one wheel. But and what they do, how the people get you is they keep telling you they're about to kill you. That's how they rob you. I mean, they tell you they're about to kill you, and then that puts you in total shock. So it's just kind of funny because like when they eventually they didn't have any bullets on them at all. I found out later. They were never planning to kill me. But when they said, "All right, get up, like and run," and my legs didn't work anymore because when somebody tells you we're about to kill you, like get ready to die, we're about to kill you, and you're in that area, like you're ready. You're like you take that seriously. You don't wonder if you're about to die. You immediately assume you're about to die in Detroit. You know, looking like me at 7 Mile. Yeah, you're pretty sure it's your time. You're punching out. And you don't feel anything after that point, which is the good news. But the bad news is if they do let you go and they tell you to run, you'll look like a baby fucking Bambi drunk. I mean, my legs didn't work at all. So they're like, all right, run. And I try to stand up and my legs just are like, "Huh." I'm like, all right, I'll run. And I start running and my legs just don't work at all. They get behind me, my body's all in front of me, and then I fall into a big fucking stack of prickly bushes. And I run right over those because you don't feel anything. The adrenaline, dude, is so real in that situation that your central nervous system has set, it's called total shock in a medical sense. You go into total shock where you don't feel anything at all. So I'm running through and tripping over and just assuming these dudes are about to shoot me in the back or something. And I run in my house like I'm Scarface. I grab a gun. I'm like, oh, and I run out like I'm gonna get them, dude. They're gone, dude. They've been gone. I ain't getting nothing. But yeah, that's why you do not leave after dark in Detroit, or arguably anywhere in the U.S. I wouldn't go anywhere on foot after 10 o'clock. You know, these days it's just not a good idea anywhere. I don't care where you are, dude. Somebody's lying in wait to get you. There's somebody somewhere after 10
Jesus.
o'clock, dude. I'm telling you, anywhere you are.
Oh no. I guess that's the Brooklyn in me. I ain't never had that fear. Never had that fear. I
You would
wish a
think,
motherfucker would try to rob me.
dude,
That shit ain't happening.
there's 3 guys with a sawed-off shotgun. They're robbing you, bro. They are. They're going. Yep. You're gonna be talking to Jesus real quick about getting you through this. As soon as you
Then
see
I
a
have to be
sawed-off
talking to
shotgun to
Jesus.
your head, dude. Yeah, I was for sure.
Right.
But that was it.
I've had guns put to my head.
Uh-huh.
I have been shot at, and regardless, like it ain't happening. It ain't fucking happening. And like I said, I guess that's just the Brooklyn in me. I'm cut from a different cloth.
That
Like
reminds
I've
me of
never
that
been in a
reminds me of that
situation
like
where
Detroit martial artist that'll be like, just grab the gun and take the top of it off. And you see those shorts that like people immediately try it and they go to heaven just immediately. It's not gonna happen. I don't know, bro. I in those situations, I was always trying to give everything you have. I mean, I was really telling these dudes, like, look, here's my car keys. There's a car you can take in my driveway down the street. I have a deed for my house. You can have my house. Just do not shoot me. I have a son. I just kept saying I have a son. In that situation, that's all you do. You go into shock and you just keep repeating that you're a dad or, like some corny shit that you can come up with. But it works. I mean, it works, especially when they don't have bullets and they have no intention to kill you. So, but you don't know that. They promise you. That's how they'll fuck with you. They'll be like, all right, get ready to die. We got to kill you. I'm sorry. Get ready to die. Just say your piece and like, get ready. They say it in such a cold way that it's like no big deal. They were going to kill you now. So don't, they're not like yelling at you like the movies. They just casually like, we're gonna kill you, so get ready. And when it's given that casually, it's like, okay, yeah, I believe you. Actually, weird. Do you want my Hyundai or like whatever?
Mm.
Like I'll give you
But
my house. I mean, in that situation, you'll give your house. You'll give everything. I mean, it won't matter. It wouldn't matter if you're homeless if you lived through it. But I'll tell you what, it's just like Fight Club. When Raymond K. Hessel wakes up tomorrow morning, he will have the greatest breakfast he has ever tasted.
that's a valid point.
I had the best day of my life the next day.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God,
you're more
dude.
grateful.
Oh my God. Colors look different. Everything
Hmm.
smells different. Dude, but that's just the beginning of the healing process from total shock. The first day is great. You're like happy as hell. You're alive. You're like calling people, telling people you trust about it. I sent a message. I recorded a video for the owners specifically. And for like all of my uplines, I recorded a video and I just put it to them to tell them what happened because I didn't want to, it was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like me and getting put in that situation at 7 Mile in Detroit, you don't tell anybody about that. That shit's fucking embarrassing. It's like, well, dude, why do you live there? You look like the. Why would you live there? Why would you be outside after dark? Why would you take $1,000 fucking device and start riding it around at midnight? It's like taking a goddamn Gucci bag down to Brooklyn at 1 a.m. and walking around with a fucking Rolex on your wrist, like flicking off people with a sign that hate whatever, some racial slur. I mean, it's kind of like that. So no one has any empathy for the idiot that goes at 7 Mile, but you should, because like, why should you be robbed just because you're out with something? It's bullshit. But most of society, I didn't tell because I didn't want the judgment. Everybody says the same thing when that happens to a white guy at 7 Mile. Well, why do you live there? Well, why did you go out after dark? Well, why did you like? What I mean? So I didn't tell anybody. But the second day was the worst day of my life because I could barely talk. Because total shock
Mm-hmm.
comes in and I could barely move my hands and function. I couldn't think about, like, I couldn't remember who people are for 7 days. I couldn't remember any of my team or what we do for work or who Brian
Jeez.
was. I couldn't remember who Brian was, my upline. I talked to him a couple of times about what happened, but I literally couldn't remember like what exactly we do for about 7 days. I sat on my friend John's house. I'll never forget. John told me to just come up there, sell my house, get the fuck out of that city. And he was so right about that. And I came to his house and he let me just sit. And I spent 6 days sitting on his front porch on the fucking swing. He had a really nice swing. You know what I'm talking about? Like a nice swing on the porch. And I sat on that and it was like Clint Eastwood in the one movie where he's just running Koreans off his front yard. Not that I was doing that, but I literally just spent every day I spent sitting on that swing and not thinking at all. And people would call me and I would just forward him to Brian and he handle it. And
Mm-hmm.
like John would just be like, "Are you all right?" And I would just like shake my head. I couldn't talk to him. I was either in the bath, like the initial reaction was just like in the bath for all day in Detroit, and then I left for John's. But like I'd sit in the bath for the entire day for a couple days. I just didn't leave the bath. I was so fucked up from that, and I wasn't physically beat up that bad. These are kids. I mean, if they didn't have guns, I would beat the dog shit out of all three of those kids. But they did have guns, so you don't. You just don't mess with that. You
I
just
mean,
keep
it's the
it moving.
trauma of the experience. So
Oh, dude,
I don't even want to downplay
your
what
whole
you've been
central
going
nervous
through.
system goes to zeros. It's like your hard drive's formatted. You have to rebuild your entire central nervous system, your muscle function, your thoughts, your verbalization, your cognitive function, even your subconscious to some degree. All of it's turned to zeros, which is good news though, because like think about it. If you're going down in a crash in a plane, just understand you're not going to feel anything, bud. You're not. If somebody does pull the trigger on me in that situation, I wouldn't have felt that at all, dude. I was totally zeros. I mean, no, the central nervous system was shut down to protect me from pain. And I only say that because it's kind of fucking good news. Like when we die, like, yeah, you might have a painful sickness or something, but when you actually die, there's not pain like you would think. There really isn't. God made, or the universe or whatever made these it's like a exit switch. It's like a emergency switch, right? They're like, oh, I'm gonna die now. Don't feel anything. Boop, and you just won't feel anything. You won't. In my experience, you don't feel anything. I mean, these dudes are kicking me in the face. I didn't feel it at all. I didn't feel anything, and I was totally numb like the whole time that happened. So God is good. He comes down on your deathbed and he's like, dude, we're not gonna have him feel pain too. He had to live through all this bullshit of this goddamn planet and all the racism and hatred and all everything else, all the fucking dumbass bills that charge you for rainwater for fuck's sake. I don't know if you guys get a water bill that has rain bill. I have a rain section of my water bill. Yeah, that's part of the utilities. If it rains too much, we just charge you the more it rains. You know, like that shit sucks. And
It's
I'll tell
really
you what,
dumb.
that shit sucks worse than death because death usually it really like we were so afraid of the pain of like a plane crash. You wouldn't feel shit, dude. No way. You're gonna be in total shock. You won't feel anything. And that's most of the time when you have like trauma like that in a car wreck or something like that. You're not gonna feel that, dude. God's better than that. He's not gonna let us feel that much pain. You just totally go numb. And you don't feel anything. It's crazy. Not just from the adrenaline, but you'll go into this state that shuts your whole central nervous system down, which is kind of funny if you try to move after that. And that's what I did. I tried to run as fast as I could with no, in total shock. You can't walk or run right. And I'm running like I wish I could like emulate it. It was bad. It was really embarrassing. I think of like 5th grade girls basketball. That's where I was pretty much. Something like that. But then you put
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah.
for me, like, I get where you're coming from. I hear what you're saying, but I guess it's just my upbringing, man. Like, how I was brought up, like those fears, you can't have them. You'll never survive if you do. Never survive. Even to the person that's not a hardcore gun toting gangster or anything like that. Like, growing up in New York, certain shit is expected. And it's like, I get the whole, I rather my over my materials and everything. I totally advocate for that. But it's this demeanor that we have growing up to where it's just like, you better pull that fucking trigger. You better pull the fucking trigger because there's no, like, it's an eternal beef from now. Like, there's no way of getting out of this shit. And that might sound stupid to other people, but that's just the mentality that New Yorkers have. That's the mentality that we have. Like, we have such a high regard for our own lives to where it's almost stupid in a sense, because the recklessness of our thinking is just ingrained in us. Like, I gotta be tougher than you. I can't let you think that you're gonna bitch me out. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. I'm not saying that people in New York don't get robbed. Obviously, they do. But there's never been a moment where I was like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. I got to get the fuck off of the streets. There's never been a moment where it's like, I can't go here for me. I'm speaking for me. Now, in New
that was
York,
prior to you having
people are
kids, though,
extremely
right?
territorial. Huh?
I think if it happened to you after you had kids, it'd be different. Was it before you had kids?
Even with me having kids now. I've had a gun pulled on me after I had kids.
Yeah, dude, that's when shit. I don't know. I mean, you're talking about the cornfield guy who only knows riding lawnmowers and maybe an airsoft gun. So yeah, I didn't. I was just guns. Okay, cool. Everything I own. Here you go. Here you go, dude. Please, please, pretty please. Because you don't get to get shot with a sawed-off shotgun at close range and then like go to the hospital and figure it out. Like, no, that's a messy way, dude. That's a messy way to go. That's gonna be.
But see, I go to New York now though. Like, it's just okay. So in New York, people are extremely territorial. Extremely. Like, you can't go to certain projects, certain hoods without knowing somebody there. And then even if you question, you get like 50 million questions thrown at you. Like, what the fuck is you doing here? Who are you? But with me,
hi, I'm a tourist. Hello.
Nah, with me, I never been in that situation. In fact, you want to bring up the tourist thing. I'll never forget. There was one day, and this was with the police, because even the police like got a certain mentality. So there was this one day that I had taken the family up to New York, and it was around Christmas time, right? So we're driving right around Central Park in Manhattan, and traffic is super congested. So I pull out into the middle of traffic, like in a median lane or whatever. And the cop comes up to the window and he starts going the fuck off. He sees my tags on the back and they say South Carolina. So he's going the fuck off and he's like, stupid, this, that, and the other. Well, what the fuck is you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Give me your ID and everything else. And part of me forgot for a moment. And I was like, officer, I'm so sorry. Like, here's my ID. And then I froze for a minute. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is you talking to? And he heard me when I turned around, And I said that shit. He heard me and he just looked at me stunned. And he heard my accent and he was like, okay. I was like, yo, my aunt, she the fucking chief in this district. Like, I pulled out because the rest of the fucking traffic was flowing.
Oh, so
It ain't my fault that everything came to a fucking stop right here.
We got him.
And he changed the whole demeanor. He was like, you just need how you driving this, that, and the other. Change his whole demeanor. It's just the way that you present yourself. It really is. Like, I never had that problem where I had to worry about where I'm going to be at or how I'm going to be there, who I'm going to have with me, like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had that mentality.
Well, I've never
I don't
had
give a
that
fuck
problem
where
with
I am in
cops,
this
I'll
world.
tell you that. I mean,
Like, we talked about sundown towns.
I'm a captain, bro. They pull me over. They're like, hello, sir. I'm sorry.
No, I feel you, but I mean, like, in a hood, like, in any hood. Like, if the way you carry yourself, people know where you from.
Yeah. Well, we've done it again. You've wasted a completely good hour and 40 minutes listening to this nonsense. And we love you for it. And if you did listen to the whole thing, then you get a cookie.
What kind of cookie? I want one.
Yeah, just send us an email or a comment that you did listen to the whole thing. We will verify and we will send you the best goddamn cookie ever made.
I don't think you should make promises you can't keep, sir.
Dude, they got 5-layer cookies, dude. You don't know what I've been researching, okay? They got 5 layers, bro. They got $20 cookies out there.
Whoa.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we'll drop.
Let me just let you know.
And that cookie, his name's
send you
Eric.
the best cookie ever. Send you the best cookie ever. Melania came out with her new book, and Stormy pulled out my dick. It's the greatest thing in the world. I swear to you. I swear to you. I promise. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I promise. If you listen to this podcast all the way through,
pretty good,
then I'm gonna do wonderful things for you. We got tariffs going on to people that are listening to this from overseas.
I love it.
You've made the good list, not the naughty. And yeah,
phenomenal. This has been wonderful.
This has been a lot of fun. And God love you.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
God bless.
Hail Satan. See Kyle and all that good stuff. Whatever.
Whoa. Let's ignore him anyway. I
just
swear
kidding.
He's Jewish. He would never say that.
I was just kittens. Jesus Christ.
You're kittens.
Fucking loosen your buttholes
fucking
up.
kittens.
Yeah, quit fucking kittens, bro.